Hi guys, this is Mrs. Herbal and I'm here to talk to you about my build stations. Now, you might be thinking, why build stations? Well, over the years, there's a couple things that I have figured out that either worked or didn't work for me personally. So, stations in general, there's just a couple things that I don't like. I don't like when you have to ring a bell and like all the kids rotate. I found that very distracting and loud. So, build stations don't have any switching. So that was the first thing I liked. The second thing I liked is there weren't so many. Like some people have like 12 stations to keep up with, and Build had 5 letters, B-U-I-L-D. They had 5 days of the week and 5 kids in each, because I have 25 kids in first grade. So the management of it was so super simple. So that's another reason I liked it. And the third thing is, I didn't like when one of the stations had to be me, because you know as well as I know that as soon as you make a kid come to your back table to work with you as one of the stations, that's when they were pulled by, special teachers. So it never worked for me to have me be one of the stations. So in Build, I just pull the kids from their current station, and then they go back when they're done and finish their task. So there's a couple of reasons that I really feel like Build stations work for me. The other thing that really works for me is I've added, a friend of mine's like, why don't you put a station folder in there? You know what? Yeah, you're right. So having a folder to collect all their work has really helped me. So what happens is when I call the kids to their station, let's say it's station B, and they get their pencil box and they get their folder and they go to their station. On Fridays, I collect all the station work and I use a Check Plus system. I am not sitting here going through every single paper on the weekends. All I do is a Check Plus system. If they have pretty much everything, I give them a plus. Sometimes I'll say fix or finish. If they have mostly all their work for the week, I give them 100 and I go down from there. If for like 2 weeks in a row they have like a 60 or their work is not being finished, they have to show me their work before they go on their computer, because they obviously aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing. So having a station folder has really helped me too. Let me show you my Build chart, because some people ask me, well, how do you group them? Well, I don't group by ability because I pull the kids to the back table for ability. So really their Build station group is really for behavior. So I always put a sticker here is the manager. So letter B, Joey, is in charge of the bucket. So he gets the bucket and he makes sure that at the end of the stations, the buckets are put back on the shelf. So basically I try to do the group and I stay in their groups. I really don't change them very often. Maybe I've only changed 1 or 2 students for behavior. But when you group them in their stations, it's not ability level. It's really more for behavior. Because like I said, you're going to be pulling the kids for the back table in the ability groups. So it's basically for classroom management to have them at their tables behaving themselves. That's the other thing. You have to have a specific spot. Letter B goes here. Letter U goes here. Like at the top of my tables here. See, this is table 3 has the letter B. So the B bucket always goes on that table. Letter U is always at this table. So when it's time, they come over, that manager that has the sticker, and puts the bucket on that particular table, and that's always where the bucket is for letter B and for letter I and letter U. So that's another thing. Let's see, I think that's it. But those are kind of just in general why I do Build stations, or kind of how it works. I'm gonna do a little video next on what each letter means and what kind of activities you can put in that station. So